fellow collectors. Klutzy Joe coming back at you with yet another review. I know that it's been a while, and for those of you who have actually stuck by and have not unsubscribed, thank you so much. Your support has actually meant so much to me. Honestly, I have been going through a lot of things as of late, and it has not been easy. Anyways, long story short, COVID, man. I mean, I can't say that. Unfortunately for me, I haven't gotten it, but it has slowed a lot of things down, especially with some fatalities and so on and so forth. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. We are here to talk about action figures, and today we end up having a NXT New York Fan Takeover Walter, exclusively sold at Ringside Collectibles. Now, what you're seeing right here is an autographed copy. This is the very first Walter that I actually got, and it came in this Defender packaging. Obviously, I bought this one from eBay because Ringside does not sell these autographed and all that stuff, but it's very nice, and it doesn't cost all that much. It'll set you back about $100, you know, but it's still pretty good. So, anyways, here you get to see Walter looking all awesome, or Gunther, as he's going for right now. You get to see the autograph, yeah. You get to see the back right here, the Austrian Anomaly. There is the back, there is the read-up if you actually want to read it. Right here is a picture of Walter, and right here there should be another profile pic of Walter, but I don't want to open this at least until we start checking out the action figure. So we might as well crack this biatch open and look at what is that we end up getting. And here we are with Walter, looking awesome with all his Walterness. And I wanted to tell you guys that this guy looks awesome. But I know that this figure is actually dated, seeing as how this video review is actually coming out in 2022. And this figure actually came out in 2019/2020, something around there. And so I know that it's a pretty old figure, and there have been plenty of reviews, but you know what? They're not me, so yeah.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Anyway, so as you get to see, this figure actually does end up looking pretty good. I'm digging how is it that they ended up using the body right here in the back. You do end up seeing that he does end up having Ring General on the robe, and as you get to see, he does end up coming in with a pair of mic holding hands already put on from the like right off the bat from the opening of the packaging. And if you open them up and you are aware with you know, WWE action figures, you would see that this is basically the Samoa Joe body. Is it? Hold on. Oh, yeah, you get to see that this is the same body that Samoa Joe ends up having, but I don't know why, but it doesn't feeling like it's a little bit more different, probably because of the underwear or just the difference in skin tone or something like that. But it does end up looking very much like their own unique thing. So Samoa Joe does end up having the same body, but it does end up looking like its own unique thing. And the same thing goes with Walter. Now, the cool thing about Walter is that the beautiful thing about Walter is that this guy is able to kick up pretty high, whereas Samoa Joe, not so much. So that's actually, they kick kind of about the same. But anyways, so articulation-wise, he's able to look up, he's able to look down. His head is able to do the full exorcist, lean side to side. Right here, the arms do end up opening up all the way, and there is a cut right here at the upper arm, at the upper bicep. He does end up having a single jointed elbow, unfortunately. This was actually released before they started introducing the double jointed elbow, so you're gonna have to bear with that. He does have swappable hands, which if you want to swap, always end up making sure that you end up twisting it little by little while you pull it out. And then after that, you can just stick the other one in there, and there it is. If it gets a little too loose, just dip it in hot water, or just give it the freaking hair dryer treatment and start squeezing this part in. I can guarantee you that it's actually gonna mold back to its original freaking state, and that's cool. The upper torso though does not have a whole lot of crunch. That's the bad thing about it, you know. But he does end up having a swivel at the waist. His legs are able to open, not so much. It doesn't have a whole bunch of Van Damme treatment. But he does end up having upper thigh rotation. He does end up having double jointed knees. And there is swivel at the boot. and he has a ankle pivot, and the ankle does go up and down. So this thing is a pretty cool figure, even by today's standards. Now, likeness, if you look at it real well, this does end up looking a lot like Walter, as you get to see on the side, on the picture that I end up having on the side. It does look a lot like Walter. This thing is actually awesome. However, the bad thing about it is that, like I said, it is 2022 as of this date, and this figure came out in 2018, 2019, something around there. And I might even be wrong. I mean, anyways. So what do I do? Because, see, this figure has, this wrestler has actually had a major difference in his body. And a lot of people are actually doing a custom, as you get to see right here. Let me do a side-by-side picture and all that stuff. And yeah, you get to see that. So what people are actually doing is that they're using a mean Mark Callis body. And that's actually good, fine, and dandy. Now, I accidentally ended up having to make my own Ultimate Edition Gunther, but it wasn't intentional. And that's why I said that it was accidental. See, the original plan was for me to actually give this guy double jointed elbows, and I completely botched the living hell out of this thing because I kind of hit it right here with the hair dryer, and the plastic kind of started warping. And the more I tried to actually fix it, the damn thing ended up just popping the damn upper torso, and yeah, oh wow. So I just said, you know what? Instead of looking this as a negative, I'm going to turn it into a positive, and I want to show you guys a full-on debut of my own Ultimate Edition Gunther. Now, I know, there is a major difference right here. Klutzy Joe, you are a complete idiot. How could you actually make it? Well, let me tell you something. All right, see, Walter right here was actually very, very heavy when he first came in on WWE. And, well, he lost a lot of weight and changed his name on over to Gunther. There was a lot of controversy right there. I don't want to get into it. I mean, yeah, just Google Gunther Stark, and that's more or less what is it that they want to do. Yeah. Anyway, so with that in mind, with the new name change, Walter Hassan, or man, I may be butchering his actual name, but anyways, he said that he welcomed a different name, and they changed his name on over to Gunther, still in the same company, but yeah, whatever. Anyways, so they changed this name, and with that, he also wanted to do a different identity, especially when it came down to the body. So, it's still the same character that he's actually playing, but he did lose a lot of weight. Like, if you see the new pictures of him, as you will get to see right now, he lost a buttload of weight. So, with that in mind, I figured I might as well just end up making a current Gunther. And I kind of like this formula. So, what did I do in order to get this freaking Gunther? Well, plain and simple, I just ended up using the upper... I switched the legs from the original Walter on over to a Stone Cold Steve Austin body. And I just ended up removing the... I removed the wrist tapes with some nail polish remover, and now that's pretty much all it was, you know. And it looks pretty good. It looks damn near official because it doesn't depend on the same skin tone. The only thing that sucks is that there are no logos, but I'm pretty sure that if you are to do this custom, then looking for logos and all that stuff wouldn't be all that bad. I will end up putting a link in the description for a website that does end up having logos and all that stuff, and I can guarantee you that you are not going to be disappointed by them. They have done pretty cool logos, and that's the one that that's a website that a lot of people end up running into to end up getting their own logos, so that the figures actually make themselves more unique and more realistic looking. But anyways, this thing is actually pretty cool. I do end up loving that this Ultimate Edition does end up having the possibility of having the arms in the back, and it still ends up looking like a pretty big frame. And And yeah, this thing actually does end up looking pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, again, like I said, it's a pretty good formula. It's a pretty easy formula. I liked it for myself. I know that that down the line there's gonna be another Walter that's gonna come out, especially seeing as how he is the Intercontinental Champion right now. But until that happens, this will have to do. At least for me, it works real good. I know that people like the Me Marcalis look, but for me, this one is actually real good because he does end up having the butterfly joint, the double jointed elbows, and yeah, look at that. I mean, he even bends a lot more than the original Walter. So yeah, this thing is actually pretty cool. Anyways, I hope that you guys ended up enjoying my video. I hope that this actually comes out pretty cool and you guys actually want to make your own Walter. Like I said, the man did end up changing a lot. That's why I am more in favor of this freaking appearance and all. But yeah, and for those of you that ended up thinking that I was such an idiot by opening that autographed Walter, you can relax. It's still there. So yeah, anyways, this has been Klutzy Joe. I hope that you guys ended up enjoying this, and I hope that you end up enjoying the video. I mean, the pictures that I end up having. Yeah, anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.